Hi, everybody. Okay, we're starting. Hi, everyone. Are you somebody out there who has a dream deep in their heart, but maybe you're just a little bit afraid to go out and make that dream come true, or maybe you have these buried dreams and you've been taught things like don't get too big for your boots or be realistic. Well, if that's you, today's show is for you. So you are in the right place. Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Jamie Smith. I am a certified LGBT life coach, and I'm a certified law of attraction facilitator. And I'm so grateful that you are joining us here today on one of the most positive places online for the LGBTQ community, family, and friends. So welcome. I just want to welcome everybody who is watching, because this is not a live broadcast show. You're probably watching this from inside my Google Plus community. So for those of you who are maybe watching it on YouTube and don't know about that, you can go over to the G Plus, Google Plus, and check out Happy, Healthy, and Gay, Live Your Best LGBTQ Life, and that I've created an incredible community there. It's my intention to create one of the most positive places online for all of us where we can just be completely ourselves and learn tips and tools to make our dreams come true. So, welcome everybody, and yeah, so I have a weekly show as well. It's Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And so if you want to sign up to get weekly notifications on show topics, you can go to hangoutwithjamie.com and you can sign up there to receive weekly show topics. I've got an incredible lineup of guests and show topics. My hunch is you're going to want to make it a weekly habit. So today's show, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's a little spotlight series where the spotlight is going to be shining on a few individuals who are just doing incredible things in the world. And just want to introduce my panel quickly. The first person that I want to celebrate today is my guest, Michael Losier, who is the author of the best-selling book, Law of Attraction. And this book, people, has changed my life. I really encourage you to go out and get this book. And so, yeah, so let's dive in and introduce the panel here today, because everybody on the panel, Michael, you've made a difference in their lives, and you've encouraged us to make our dreams come true. So welcome, Michael Losier.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Jamie. It's great to be here and to supporting you and my fellow family members. Like Jamie said, I'm the author, of the best-selling book, Law of Attraction. Some of you might even know me from when I had my radio show on Oprah and Friends. A lot of you know me from there. So I'm glad to be here contributing today, Jamie.
Thank you so much for being here, Michael. And Penny, introduce yourself, please. And you can unmute yourself.
Hello, Jamie. I'm so happy for you. This is just a wonderful, wonderful show that you've begun here, and I'm so proud that I'm here. So thank you. My name is Penny Petty. I am a certified law of attraction facilitator of Michael Losier's, and I met you, Jamie, in Vancouver while I was taking that training. So I'm happy to say I know you personally, yeah. And I am a law of attraction trainer and coach, and I have my own Hangout with Penny show Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thanks.
Yeah, it's an amazing, fun show. Awesome. And Maureen, welcome.
Thank you. My name's Maureen Orman, and I am a follower of Law of Attraction principles, and a big fan of Michael's work, and yours as well, Jamie. And I, the rest of my life, I am an instructor of the MELT method, which is a system for alleviating chronic pain.
Awesome.
And I'm very happy to be here with you today.
Yeah, and for those of you who sign up to watch my weekly show, you're going to get to know Maureen really well, because she's going to be the comment reader on the live show. What's really cool about this format is you can actually interact live with us, type questions, and get them answered live. How freaking cool is that? So, all right, so today's show topic is, I would love to hear from Michael, because the subject today is really about dreaming big and being unrealistic. And so Michael Losier, you wrote in my book, Dream Big, Allow Bigger. Why would you encourage people to be unrealistic? What does that mean?
Oh, well, it's a funny word, isn't it, to be unrealistic. In the world of law of attraction, we can attract things on purpose. We can say, oh, I'd like to attract some things using law of attraction. It could be people, or information, or opportunities. And then, so having the opportunities to attract stuff, we need to know that inside of our heads, I can have that or I can't have that. So I've forgotten the question, to be real honest with you.
Yeah, that's okay. No, it's just that, why would, when we did the observation cycle in the training, you talked about what we're observing in our life, and then you said, be unrealistic.
Okay, unrealistic, that funny word. Okay, be unrealistic. Now, Jamie, part of my training is that I like to take a word and slice and dice it. Said, what does unrealistic mean? Well, there's a word buried within the word unrealistic, and that word is real. So unrealistic means whatever is unreal for you. So let's pretend we're talking to a business person, and they have a goal to attract, their goal is that I'd like to attract 10 new clients. That's my big goal, 10 new clients. But what's real for them is 4. So let's take an inventory. Hey, how many clients do you have? 4. Is that what's real for you? Yeah. How about that you become unrealistic? Because some people say, well, you're not being very realistic. I don't want to be realistic. What's real for me is 4 clients. I don't want what's real. I want what's unreal. Now notice I'm not saying impossible or impossible. Something that's unreal doesn't mean it's impossible. It's just not your reality yet. And then when I have 7 new clients, guess what my reality is? My reality is I got 7 new clients. What's unreal for me is 10. So in order for us to dream big, and by measurement, by big, I mean something bigger than what you have right now, you see all of your goals and all of your dreams are something that you desire. You don't have them yet. So if you wouldn't dream about something you have. It's like, oh, I'm going to dream about the stuff I have. No, we don't. We want to dream about something we don't have, which is not real for us, which is unrealistic. So I'm giving everyone permission to become unrealistic in your goals and your dreams.
I just love that, because sometimes we've been handed down beliefs that, be realistic, and then sometimes you're unhappy with what is in your life, and so sometimes we have those dreams and goals. That's awesome. So what would you tell somebody who's out there, young gay guy, let's say, is watching the show and he has this dream but's feeling unworthy, or he's just, he's scared. What tip or tool would you suggest to?
Well, the first thing that I would do that's really, really important is that you need to enroll somebody else in your life that is the same thinker like you. I grew up in the community thinking, oh, I'll never be able to have. I remember when I even doubted ever that Oprah Winfrey would read my book. She's not going to read my book. Who do I think I am? I'm some guy that lives on an island on the west coast of Canada, like Gilligan's Island. It's like, I'm a nobody. It's like, that's the little voice that I had. And then I started finding proof. And I was thinking, because the little voice said, well, Oprah doesn't interview Canadians. Well, yeah, she does. And then I had a list of like 71 people. So what I needed to do to help fulfill my dream was to get rid of the doubt, because it's always doubt that stops it. And sometimes it's the doubt of others that stop it. Oh, I'd love to have, you can't have that. You're not good enough to have that. So just be careful who you share it with. Just find somebody like Jamie's community, where you can go in and say, you know what, I'd like to be a public speaker like Michael Losier. Well, Michael Losier wasn't born a public speaker. I grew up in a middle-income family. My dad worked in a factory. I worked at a shipbuilding yard in the accounting department. I graduated with a diploma in accounting. I don't even have a university education. I sold 1.9 million books, and I'm speaking all over the world.
Amazing.
Imagine if someone said, "Oh, you better be realistic." You know what I would tell them? Go mind your own vibration. That's what I would tell them. So, you know what? Find someone else that you can talk about this goal and this dream about, and get excited about it, and be in the vibration of it. And what I mean by that is do research, go volunteer there, do some, daydream about it. Just give it attention. Law of attraction will start to unfold and orchestrate things that are in alignment to your dream and goal.
Yeah, and that's absolutely true, because I had the idea that I said in my head, I said, I'm going to do a show on YouTube initially. I don't know if you remember, I said to you, I'm going to do a YouTube show and I'm going to interview people. I'm going to travel with my camera. And I had the idea, but the law of attraction has made it so much easier by having a Google Hangout show.
Oh, I did the same thing, because I said, what would bring me joy? Because, I was traveling, doing seminars in 21 countries all over the world. I was in airplanes, and I loved all that. And then I thought, oh, I want to do something different. I went out, so I decided what I wanted, and then I went shopping for it. I didn't even use law of attraction.
Yeah.
And so what did I buy? I bought a $3,500 camera, and I bought a lavalier mic. I bought all this stuff because I tried to make it happen, and all of it sat in a box for a year. And then one day I was on a Google Hangout chat, and I said, I'm doing those. Now I'm using my Mac and earplugs. I have a $4,000 box of stuff that I've never used. See, here's what's really important. We need to have the dream, and we need to let law of attraction figure out how it's going to unfold. You can't say, oh, I'd love to have one of those, and then go shopping for it. That's not using law of attraction. That's using your grocery list.
Right, exactly. So that's a good tip for people out there who are control freaks. Not you, of course, but you know, for those of us who are control freaks, you can just sort of decide what you want and then let go. Because my experience with applying all of the tips in your book, Michael, is that actually, like, it's just becomes a lot easier, like so much easier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and for those of you that are watching for the first time, you know, go to hangoutwithjamie.com. He also has a community where people like us are there, and we're encouraging each other. I think it's awesome. I remember once having a woman from Halifax call me and interview me. She said, you know what, my son just came out to me, and she said he doesn't believe that he can be a success, you know, and that's because of his own brain waves. And I said, well, let him talk to me. I'll talk to him. I'll tell him about me and all kinds of other people that are successful. It doesn't matter what your sexuality is. And I had a massive impact on that kid. I remember that just on the telephone. I changed his whole belief about whether it's possible. He didn't think, but here's the hidden element in all that, is he found proof that you can be different, and you can be gay, and you can be lesbian, and you can be successful. So for those of you that are out there and have a dream and you want to have something that you don't have now, give it attention via law of attraction style, and also find proof that it exists. Everybody that's doing something they're doing now wasn't doing it before, right? Nobody was born there. They had to find and track the resources and people to get them there. There, that's my quick tip.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Well, I know that you have so many tips, and I'd love to hear from, let's hear from my panel too, Penny and Maureen. Let's start with Penny. Penny, what's one tip that's really changed, that Michael's taught you, that's really changed your life, that you can share with people out there who are maybe afraid to, or don't feel worthy to go for their dreams?
Well, like you, Jamie, Michael wrote in my book, Dream Big. So I don't think it.
Oh, that rubber stamp went a long way, didn't it?
And every time I look at that, it's just a reminder, yes, because our dreams are possible. They really are. And when someone say to me, oh, come back to reality, it's like, Michael taught me this. No thanks. If I don't like my reality right now, why would I want to stay here? I'm going to be unrealistic until the law of attraction can line that up and bring those dreams to me. Yeah. And yes.
That is awesome. Thank you, Penny. And Maureen, what is something that you've learned from either my meetup group, because Maureen goes to my meetup group, something that we've learned from Michael's work that's really inspired you and changed your life?
I think the big one is that when I looked back at all the amazing synchronicities and coincidences in my life that brought me to where I am now, I realized that I attracted all of that, that I actually created it, and that was really an epiphany moment.
Absolutely, and that's what this work does, is that. And what I love about your work, Michael, is that, you know, in traditional goal setting, we're taught to, you know, celebrate, you know, at the end when we reach our goal. But with your work, you're teaching us to really start finding evidence, like start finding proof and evidence, and celebrating each step along the way. And so, yeah, thank you so much. Well, we're coming up.
I just want to add to the note, if you don't mind. You know, we're helping some, ideally some younger people or people that of any age to go forward with their dreams. So again, just to recap, it'd be really helpful if you were able to enroll somebody in your life so you can have the conversation of it and be in the energy of it. That's the most important step. And then find proof that it exists. And then you know it's possible.
Absolutely. And I encourage everybody to go and join my G+ community, Happy Healthy Gay, because there you're seeing people who are making things happen. They're applying these techniques to their life, and then it gives you sort of hope and whatever and inspiration to make that happen for you. So I hope you guys have found this show really, really inspiring. There's going to be a lot more coming up. I want to thank you so much to my panel. Thank you so much to Michael Losier, to you for all that you do. And go check out hangoutwithjamie.com and sign up for the weekly show topics to help you go out and create your own best gay life. Much love. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Jamie.